In this video, we're going to look at the converse, the inverse, and the contrapositive, and just give a quick outline about how you might work with it in truth tables. So the converse is of a statement, if P then Q. The converse is it swapped around. So if Q then P. So we have the truth table, P and Q, if Q then P. Now when you're supplied your truth tables, the one that we have on the screen here is the one that you're going to get given in your exam, but it's not in the right order. So if we think about this example for P, the triangle is isosceles and Q, two angles of the triangle are equal. So state P then Q and its converse. So first one, we'd say if a triangle is isosceles, then two angles of the triangle are equal, and the converse, if two angles of the triangle are equal, then the triangle is isosceles. Now, to work out how you might get these values when you're not supplied with this table that you see here, you have to work from the truth table you are provided with. So think of it, first letter is Q, second letter is P. So our first one would be true, then a true. So I look for a, working from left to right, a true, then a true. Come over and I can see that the statement is true. The next one, starting with Q, false, true. False, true. Head on over, it will be true. Starting with Q, true, false. True, false. The statement will be false, and it stands. And the last one, false. False and a false, or false and a false, we know is true. If we look at the inverse, so if P then Q, the inverse of this is not if not P, then not Q. So same thing applies. If you're doing a truth table of it, work out not P, not Q, and then if you were to work it out, you'd say, well, this is the first part, this is the second, so I'm looking for a not P, so false, then a false. I would come over here, a false, then a false. I can see that using this column, it is true. Second one, I have a false, then a true. I would come over, a false, then a true. It would be true. Next one, I would have a true, then a false. True, then a false. The statement would be false. And lastly, a true and a true, which you can see here, stands as a true. Finally, we have the contrapositive. The contrapositive of a statement, if P then Q, is the statement not if not Q, then not P. So it's that contrapositive. And again, you can use that same method to work out how that truth table is constructed if you're not provided with this example. So the contrapositive of all teachers drive blue cars, we've broken that into two statements. Statement P, all teachers, and statement Q, drive blue cars. So the not P, not all teachers, and Q, do not drive blue cars. So if we swap that around, if you do not drive a blue car, then you are not a teacher. So that would be the contrapositive of that statement. Good luck with these.